try the $2 shop? Someone told me it might.
No, I think you're saying just get snaps.
Oh, so we can just buy a snap thing in?
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
Yeah, probably. New pills?
No, not these. Where are the rest of the pills?
There's four. I think there's four here. I don't know what.
Hey guys, play player!
Someone must have.
None is late in.
See, told you, he's just gonna.
How do you do that?
No, like 2 hours ago for an 8. I was on the phone with him and then I read the
That's what I told you.
Wait, Mike's on.
Mike.
Let's win it. Wait, when you do it. Okay, now it's with my body. That's on.
Hello and welcome. Just testing the commentary box out here. But you've got myself, Pulley in the house with Ricky and Bhargav umpiring. Just making sure the commentary works. If it is working, maybe someone just give us a shout out. Hello, hello. I don't think the stream's up though. Hello. He was saying it's not.
It's on, it's on. You just gotta sync it.
Ah, shit. Can we charge it somehow?
Yo!
This on? Is this on as well? Yeah.
I'm on.
Okay, so welcome to the APL semi-final, as you would call it. The winner of this goes through to the final to face the White Walkers, and the loser is unfortunately eliminated in this very competitive cup grade spin-off. So we've got the Vikings versus the Beasts. The Vikings have won the toss and will ball first. Talking to me here before the game, I think he believes that they have won both games against the Beasts chasing. That is why he doesn't want to ball first, because his team feels pretty comfortable chasing against this mob to win the game.
Good evening, Pulkit.
Good evening, Ricky. Good to have you in the box here.
Oh, we sound professional now.
That's how we want it.
Who do you think will open?
Open the batting?
Yeah. Them?
So, well, the Vikings are bowling, right? So
Are they?
I believe so.
I thought they're batting.
Let's get this. Hey, Mahia.
Oh, okay, they're bowling.
Yes, so as I was saying, they're bowling. In terms of opening the batting, so I actually thought the last few games Hilsey wasn't opening, but I've been told by Vivek Paparamji that Hilsey does open. So, you know, if Hilsey's opening, you probably want.
Look at their last game, actually, Pulkit. They, obviously without Hilsey, and they look like more of a unit.
I agree. I think
it's a mentality thing.
I think so. I think instead of relying,
it's relying on him badly.
Exactly, 100%, Ricky. You're spot on with that one, mate.
Thank you.
Instead of
Yeah. Oh.
Is it?
Alright, boys, let's go. Go the balls up.
Ricky's also got a fresh cut.
Fresh.
Fresh cut. Had a fresh beg with him as well. That's the way we do it.
You know it.
It's going to be a very exciting game. I honestly think it's pretty 50-50.
Alright.
Pretty 50-50, I'd say. Hey, Pete. Okay, how are you going? I'm back. Yeah.
Pete has joined us upstairs.
Yeah, we just get the balls. Yep. Yep, thanks, Praz.
Best throw in the league.
And he's got some really nice new pills here.
Oh.
Both teams are going to love this with their bowlers, I think.
How many you get?
You get a few new pills?
How many two? This ball's gonna hurt.
Pete also in the grand final, your team? Already? The White Walkers?
White Walkers,
Yes, they are.
That's right.
Done well. I think. Yes, we are live. Yes. But yeah.
Yes, the White Walkers.
You've already engraved
I think
our
they've been the best. They've been the
You've
best
engraved our
team.
name on the trophy already, yeah?
This Are they? Okay, that's interesting. I'm sure everyone will be happy to hear that. Artie?
Skipper's here, mate.
I don't know. I think Skipper's off in Gold Coast just having a good time at the moment. And he's back for the granny. I think that's why he's there. I think he's just having a look out for a few of the schoolies members. Yeah. Nah, you too, Pete. Good to see you too. Yeah. So the Vikings have won the toss and they'll be bowling first because the last two times they've played against the Beasts, they've won chasing. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yours.
If the commentary is just working, I know it is, but if you guys could just, I know Kiriba generally watches, but anyone else as well, could just give us a comment letting us know the commentary is working, everything's fine, you can hear myself and Ricky. That would be elite. So we have Hilsey opening up the batting on the church end, facing Gunny, which is very surprising. The reason I say that, Ricky,
is just
working. I know is because Gunny could just historically does not like bowling against lefties. Usually, sometimes he's giving the ball away. Letting us know the commentary is working. Bowling against a lefty. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he goes. And he's coming around the wicket, already So we
changing
have
it up.
Healsey opening up the
Goalkeeper.
batting.
Gunny with a new ball
Church
against Healsey.
Facing Gunny.
Going to be very interesting.
The reason I say that, Ricky, is because Gunny just historically does not like bowling against lefties. Usually, sometimes it's given the
See,
whole
I
way.
also,
It's not the
knowing
confidence
Healsey, I feel like
against the lefties.
unless,
So
you
it's
know,
very interesting
you're
to see how he
115 plus every ball, he doesn't mind the
And it's coming
pace.
around the
What he
wicket,
does
already
sometimes,
changing
or
it
is
up.
susceptible to getting out to, is
the batting.
someone moving
Gunny
the ball a
with a new
bit
ball
at a
against
decent
Healsey.
pace, which is basically
very
what Gunny
interesting.
does.
The reason I say that, Ricky, is because Gunny just historically does not like bowling against lefties. Usually, sometimes
Apparently he
it's
did
the
also,
way.
okay,
Knowing
he
Healsey,
did
I
get
feel like,
bowled,
unless, you know,
yesterday apparently in the T20, but I must say, Healsey's very accustomed to big games. He's a big game player, and he loves to have them in the
What
team.
he does sometimes, or is susceptible to getting out to, is someone moving the ball a bit at a decent pace, which is basically what Gunny does.
Top ball to start off by Gunny, bowling good areas. Good shot. Very confident looking shot by Healsey there. Apparently he did also, okay, he did get bowled
Unless, you know,
yesterday apparently in the T20, but I must say, Healsey's very accustomed to big games. He's a big game player. It's only been a few balls, but Healsey does look quite comfortable at the moment because swing outside exactly, not into him. There you go.
basically Gunny does.
Top ball to start off by Gunny, bowling good areas. Good shot. Very confident looking shot by Beales there. Lovely shot. It's a good shot for one. What's interesting, I know Hilsey and Anuj both like facing
T20,
on
but I must say,
He's
very accustomed to big games.
pub end. It's only been a few balls, but Hilsey does look quite comfortable at the moment. Swing outside, exactly. There you go. And the Beast start off. No wickets lost for 3 runs off the first over, with
Good
1 over
shot.
of Gunny negotiated.
Very
Akshay
confident
comes into the
shot
attack.
by
A veteran in SPL,
Lovely
won
shot.
many premierships with the Rats as well.
Good shot for one.
What's interesting,
Lot
I
of
know
experienced
Hilsey and
players
Anuj both
actually
like
playing
facing
T20,
on.
but I must say,
Anuj to face, likes facing on this end as well.
It's only been a few balls, but Hilsey does look quite comfortable at the moment.
But that happened, the double thing happened to Bhargav as well.
The Beast start off.
I think
wickets
he
lost
fixed
for
it.
3 runs off the first over, with
Good
1 over
shot.
of Gunny negotiated.
Very
Akshay comes
confident
into the
shot
attack.
A veteran in SPL,
Lovely
won
shot.
many premierships with the Rats as well.
Good shot for one.
What's interesting,
Lot of
I know
experience.
Akshay's bowling nice and short to Nuji, who does enjoy the short ball. He is a compulsive puller at times, but I think what he's decided to do this tournament, actually in the last few games, he's decided to get his eye in the first 5 overs, and then from there he plays. Okay, I'll ask if it's double. Just having a few technical issues here. But yeah, so I think we're good to go again. Akshay is bowling to Anuj. Pretty safe sort of start from both teams there. No one's really got the advantage here, you know. Guess you could say the B7 lost a wicket, so that's good on them. I'm smelling some really nice Indian food on the side here. I think Indran's eating it, or his wife. Smells delicious. After 2 overs, the Beasts are 5 without loss.
I think it's a better start. Okay, cool, sweet.
Thank you, Kish, for letting us know it's working now.
Run him around.
And Gunny is continuing to Healsey.
No, Tino.
Oh, sorry. Nitin's coming to the attack. My apologies. Gunny's at point.
Over. Right arm over.
Nitin's bowling right arm over. Nitin has been bowling very well. I think he's been the best bowler of this tournament, especially statistically. And he starts off with a dot ball, just warming up here.
He has been okay.
The cricket physio here. I think a lot of the Misfits boys are fresh from a wedding as well, overseas. So they'd all love to jump back into a bit of cricket. Kern had a go the other day.
Kern? What did Kern say?
No, I said Kern had a go in terms of playing cricket. They've all come back from a wedding, all the Misfits boys.
That's Kern's problem.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, it was good on him. Nitin targeting the stumps here, and Hillsy's walking across. Hillsy does walk across, and he relies on his hand-eye.
Tino has got his line length back. His first came back when he came off the flight. It looked absolutely horrible.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was bowling all over the place.
So he's had a game.
One ball,
Right, okay. If
over.
Nitin's had a game, then, he's obviously in a good form then. Or he's at least got the cobwebs off.
Not out. One leg bar.
There you go, you see that. So what Nitin's trying to do is target the stumps, look for an LB or a ball when Hillsy walks across his stumps to play the ball.
I think he's pitching too far outside leg. He's not getting
I think he's got to ball it a bit fuller at the risk of being driven.
Going around the wicket, 2 balls to come.
And he's changing up, coming around the wicket. Ooh, 1 run, well negotiated by Hillsy. It's always going to be a very tough chance on the walls of a ricochet. There's 1 to come here.
Right arm over, last ball.
Good to see Nitin changing it around here, just not letting Hillsy settle as he's moving sides where he's bowling from. Well negotiated again, and that's a dot ball.
3 overs gone, 8 runs. Very, I think he's still finding his line.
With Nitin, yeah.
It still looks a little bit off.
So, one key factor in this game will be Vebs has been picked to play over Mohit. Obviously, Vebs offers batting as well at the top of the order, but I think what they're looking to do is actually bowl him a few overs to the lefties. That's what I've been told.
This is more suited to the Beales bowling attack.
Akshay continues, starts off with a wide.
Let's see who's on our chat today.
So, what do you think, Ricky, about Vebs having a ball though?
100%. I think
to the lefties.
I think we said it earlier on our private chat. We said with the left-handers facing
did, yeah.
Keelan and who's the other one we had?
Mudge, who's been in good form. He had a 50 last game to get him through.
This is the one to break Mudge. Mudge just made 50 last game.
Big pull shot from Anuj. Yeah, I agree with you, and I think the one time I can remember this APL was against us, the clients. Vebs was bowling, and Sachin, I think, Sachin Gamage faced out at least 15 dot balls off Vebs. He just couldn't get bat to ball against Vebs, so
Yes.
as a lefty, it might be a good ploy.
Anuj playing and missing at the short ball there. Akshay is bowling Lostemia. Ball still hooping around. Oh, swings out. Wild swing from Anuj, and that's the over. That's you, Kiraba.
And who's bowling now? Vebs in the attack. Wow.
Oh, Vebs.
He's in early with a new pill as well. 4 overs in.
Vebs is on. Right arm around.
And it's going to be really interesting to see what Hillsy does here. I think normally he'd just want to tick it around, but if Vebs is on, he's got 4 overs. You don't want to be wasting many overs against him.
He's listened to us. He's listened to us, people. He's taking our captain's advice.
Has he?
He's
Okay.
taking our advice.
Oh.
1 run.
It's 1 run to start off.
Quite quick, that one.
I'm not sure why.
Oh,
I'm not really sure why Akshay is not fielding on the 4.
Huh?
I'm not sure why Akshay is not fielding on the 4, given Nikhil's not too far from him. Oh, there you go. We got some spin here.
You want Hillsy to play for that 4 and go lead.
Yeah, he could, but I don't know.
This is smart.
The bowling change is very smart. It's so far it's done well. Ooh, it is. His new balls are favouring the bowlers, I must say, especially the spinners.
Quick ball.
One to come, yeah.
Once.
There you go.
That's a dot.
That's the one Hilsey misses out on, but that's
13 runs.
after 5 overs. They're 13 without loss. What do you think of the game at the moment? Who's
pretty stagnant. It'll break up once a wicket falls or a big hit happens, then we know which way it'll turn towards. Right now, just stagnant, standard SPL start, 5 overs, less than 20 runs.
That's it. I feel though like if the Beasts don't lose a wicket with Gunny and Nitin bowling a few overs, you'd really favour them because at the back end of the innings, who's really going to bowl, you know?
Yeah.
Gunny's bowled one.
Nitin's only bowled one over.
Yeah, Nitin's actually, that's a good point. Nitin's only bowled one. And he's
Gunny's
still have Pranay ball, who will need to step up with the ball Praz.
Oh yes, 100%.
For the Vikings to have a good chance of winning.
He's talked a big game this week, so let's see.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah, he has.
Look, he's very capable of stepping up and bowling well. It's just about it. If you can be disciplined. Ooh, well bowled by Gunny. Ominous signs here. Ominous signs.
Just like that leg, but Anuj got beaten.
I feel like Anuj is going to look for a big shot here. Oh, very solid in defense, Nuji.
Still uncertain the way he looked at that. He was like not sure swinging out, swinging in. Gunny's got everyone in a bit of muscle today with this ball. Full ball.
6 runs.
That was a leg cutter there.
Might have been deceived in flight a bit, but a good shot by Nuj.
I think Gunny put it too full.
Yeah.
And Nuj pounced on it. Like
very good shot by Nuji. Lovely, that's another run. And see, what the Beasts have done, I think, is they put their 2 best batsmen opening because they want them to face the most overs, right?
And that's what they should have done at the start. Reviewing. Oh, we've got a review.
So we have a review here for an LBW for, well, Gunny's bowling. Anuj could be the victim. It was given not out. It's a bit hard to see from this end where I'm.
It looked like
where I am.
It looked close actually.
Yeah. It was very nonchalant.
It really depends where he's hitting him on in line actually.
Sort of ball in general with the way it was faced by Nuji. Just sort of put his body on it a bit and.
It looks like inside edge there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Have a look. It looks like an inside edge.
If you zoom in. Yeah, it does actually look like it hit his bat first, and then onto his leg. And you can't even see the leg stump, can
you? You can see off stump here, and it's going down leg anyway. Even if he hits the bat or not, it's hit him there, and it's going down leg.
I think so, yeah. So it's going to be not out.
Looks like a little bit of inside edge and going down leg. Anyway, not out. No. Straight down.
That's a dot ball. Anuj survives and has negotiated now. They've negotiated 2 of Gunny's overs without losing a wicket, which is good news for the Beasts, if you're a Beast fan following. Vebs is continuing bowling.
I like this.
There's actually, Vebs continuing bowling
Which is next as well.
to
He's lined up ready to go next.
to
So
Vebs.
this could be a bad move from Lockie as well, knowing that Vebs is bowling.
That's
So
true.
when he
You know,
falls, send him.
you could send in perhaps Vivek or Mark. You know, Mark could take apart Vebs. You know, in
But
a
Mark's
few
also
balls.
away. I think Vebs will outsmart him.
Well ball.
Dot ball.
What's happening with his new ball, just for the guys, you know, maybe you might be watching, but it's just easy to see live at the place. Good shot. Well fielded by Mahia. Is that the ball is skidding on, so there's actually no time to get back and then play the ball to Vebs when he pitches it.
I'll be surprised if Hilsey starts charging him now. Hilsey might put a charge.
Maybe. There is a keeper
Guarding
in
back
play.
here. Not out. 1 leg by.
I have no idea how that missed everything. That was a great ball.
Turning way too
Missed,
much. And it's
missed
bounced.
off stump,
The
pitched
bounce
on middle.
with
Hilsey
Vebs.
missed it all.
Yep.
Wow.
1 run.
Vebs is balling a treat here. He just needs a bit of luck, I think, to go his way.
Oh, it's turning. Phuket, it's turning today.
Ooh, it's a good shot.
2 runs.
Misfield by
Last
Nikhil
ball.
there.
That's-
Might just be a few of the.
They're all not bad balls.
They're not. They're
Hilsey's
not.
reaching
Hilsey is. He
out now
is.
to really smother it.
He is reaching. He's just not being taught
and
yet.
over. 25 for 9 after 7. That's a great over there, Pulkit.
It is a good over,
He's
but at
bowling
the
in
end of the
one
day,
spot
it's
and
25 without loss after 7 overs. So you'd be happy if you're a Beast supporter.
He was out of form with the bat in outdoor, yes?
Yes, I believe so. But
And
look,
does he play the spinner as well?
he loves sweeping spinners. So obviously in SPL, sweeping's not really. It's a bit tough, but
yeah, very hard.
yeah.
Very hard.
I'll be interested to see if Vevs balls any more overs.
Hey, just wondering who's out there watching our YouTubes. We have 17
Yeah.
people watching. We only see Kiribati
Write in, please.
Throw some questions at us. We're waiting for something. Thanks, Kiribati, for talking to us. What's the other 17 watching? Who is watching? Oh, yeah.
And Pranay is into the attack, bowling to his fellow teammate. He's bowling to Anuj. The Ducks are on here.
Oh, the Ducks are on.
Prazzy, let's see what he can do. It's a good shot by Nuji. It's a bit too full, I think, by Pranay. I think Pranay's best and most lethal when he bowls a good length and not too full. And he skids on. He's a skiddy customer. Well fielded by Nitin.
Pranay is having a big bag at home with all our names. Who is dismissed?
Who's what, sorry?
He's trying to create a bag at home with all the names he's being dismissed for the Ducks. He's got me last game. Has he got you?
No, he has not actually got me out. And I have got him out, so this APL as well, to a bouncer. Good. So I'm safe at least for this season. Maybe next APL. Oh, well fielded by Pranay. Put the body on it. Put his body on the line. Well, Pranay, look, whatever you can say, Pranay's a great fielder. At point, he does a great job as well. Well, who are the alternatives, right? Mahir could bowl an over, which I think he might... No, he's not. Vebs is coming to bowl. Yeah, look, Vebs is bowling well. And he hasn't yet, exactly. And Hilsey, to Vebs' credit, Hilsey, there has been a few half chances that get him out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Vebs comes in, and that's a leg by. Good false appealing there, like an SPL. That's a dot ball. Well bowled by Vebs, well played by Hilsey. Good call of Jaddu. He hasn't. There you go. It's a good shot. Good cut shot by Hilsey. Good use of the feet. I think Hilsey's pretty content though, just being there, for 20 overs. And that's out. Big wicket there falls. Hilsey goes. Hit the side wall just before it hit the back wall. So it's very close to being a 6. Look, you could say it's a bit unlucky on Hilsey's part. But I think the pressure leading up to it is what caused the wicket more than anything. So credit to Vebs. Yeah, that's true. Look, but who was the alternative? Who could you send in otherwise? Maybe Runzi, Vivek. Sorry, Vivek's been in a bit of form. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Mohit comes in, supporting his team, although he's not playing today. But it's very good to see. And top ball, well left by Muji. 9 overs gone 31 for 1. It's still pretty even, I'd say. The big wicket of Hilsey did tip it in the favour of the Vikings a bit, but being 1 down, the thing is, the Beasts, they don't bat very deep, but I would say all their batsmen... I'll give him an answer, but...
What's the question?
I'm not sure, I'll have a read.
What's your question?
Akshay's back in the attack. What I was saying was they don't bat deep, but you see players like Runzi, Vivek and Adam, they're very experienced, right? They're all experienced players, so I think they're all good to make at least 15, 10-15, chip in, quick runs, tap the walls, run. So I think, lovely pull shot by Nuji for 2 runs. There is. The pressure does shift, although Mudge is coming off a 50 as well. And Mudge yesterday made 15 outdoor in a T20 as well. So he's made 2 50s in 2 days. This could be the third, who knows? He's on a hat trick of 50s. Well left by Nuji. Ooh, good change up. Well played by Nuji. That's a good over. Halfway of the innings, they're 36 for 1, the Beast. Verbs has bought 3 overs, 1 for 7. It would against Muji. That is very smart.
I like it. I like Mahir.
Let's see how Muji goes though. He's in form.
Does Sugi tune into this?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Should tell Sugi to come and watch our grand final.
I think he's coming to the granny.
Oh.
He has said he'll come to the granny.
He's probably looking for his 2 MVP names.
Probably. So I think he was officially declared the
Run him
MVP
around.
for 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
But we don't know who was the MVP of the last season, do we?
Yeah, we do. Oh, I do.
No,
No one else does.
Ooh. Who is a... Is it Bagsy? Or is it one of the Misfits boys? That's a lovely shot by Muji. That's 4 runs. See, that's what I was saying. If someone's in form, it just makes a big difference. But saying that, I hope I don't put a curse on him. But see, Muj looks like he's got so much time for every ball. He left that ball knowing exactly where it is.
But none of the batsmen use their feet very well. That's a grip of ball.
That's just a great pill. Great ball by Bears. All that grip and turn. I feel like we're commentating a game in India here.
That looked like he hit a couple of rocks.
Yeah.
Good advice on Uji.
Anyone that thought... Anuj might be familiar then with the conditions. But, kebabs... I'm not sure. I think that might be from Inara. I think that's Mahir's girlfriend, actually, who's tuned in.
Oh.
Said, good luck to Mahir. Very nice of her. Oh, big slot there.
Last ball.
So, Kuruba. I'll just read it out in a second. Shot! That is a lovely shot. I love seeing that. I love seeing straight sixes, and that is a great shot. What a shot, Ricky. What a shot.
After 11 overs. What a shot.
What a shot. Clinical.
What a shot.
Mate, he dispatched that. Let's have a look at the replay here. You watch next ball.
I don't think we have a replay.
We do. It should be coming up next ball.
Oh, hang on. We're delayed.
Exactly.
So our audio's delayed anyway.
Hopefully. Look, love, mate. That is hit like a bullet.
Oh, yeah.
Pranay's back on bowling to Nuj. So, Kuruba, your question is how do the Clients lose a lot of games in a row? I think there's at least... I know it's more than 5. I think it was 6 or 7. I think
That looked close.
a lack of discipline, consistency, and just application of skill, really.
That's out.
And that's out. Pranay gets Anuj out, and he adds another one onto his list for the Mighty Ducks.
Ducks list. Price is quite.
Anuj is... I don't think it was there. I think he sort of pulled out of the shot.
I think he was a bit of frustration.
I think he pulled out of the shot there. When he should have maybe gone for it, or at least waited. He was half-hearted. Sorry, Kuruba, to finish off, yeah. Just those 3 sort of things has cost us. In the end, it was very close. We lost on percentage.
They didn't cross.
If the Walkers had even won just by a bit, that we probably would have gone through. So it was very, very close. But you're right. Look, if we win one of those last 6-7 games, we're already in. We probably finish 4th or even 3rd. It was just poor, but I think all the boys are very keen next season. Hopefully, we can get the same squad going to come back and win it all. And Vivek has come into bat. The Beasts are 49 for 2 off 11.3 overs now. Vivek is batting facing Pranay. Vivek is looking good, I must say. I'm not saying that about this game and the 2 balls he's faced, because he is as well, but just in general, in APL, it looks like he has a lot of time. For the price he was, he's done wonders.
50 is being brought up for the Beales Beast of 12 overs. Tino is back in the attack. One run, home over.
I think this is a good move. I think against probably their second best bat, or the best bat at the moment actually, the Beast, who's in form. You want your best bowlers bowling, and I think Nitin's been the Vikings' best bowler, even with Sushant there.
For LBW in front with a bit of swing.
That is
swing
true,
in.
yes, yes.
I think that Tina's got to pitch it up a bit more. He's bowling a bit too short.
Let's see how Mudge plays him. Oh, and he's dropped first ball.
Drop catch.
Drop catch by Nikhil. He's not having the greatest game so far on the field, but he is fresh from a wedding. I think it's his first game back, so maybe just a bit rusty.
Looks a bit rusty.
Well left. That's better from Mudge. I think he might have lost the first ball there. What's Kuruba said?
Hi, Kuruba.
Kuruba has said that most improved batsman and bowler in the comp now that all games are done, excluding finals. That's a good question. Most improved batsman and bowler in the comp, excluding finals. I don't know if we can say definitively. We can put up a few candidates. Nitin's bowling some good hit here to Mudge. Bowling very quick, and Mudge is just
got to
content.
107. I think maybe about
111, I think.
No,
That's
maybe
Nitin.
I think it's last game.
That was last game, okay.
We'll reset it anyway.
He's bowling quick there. Oh, and he's got Mudge in the private area there.
Oh, in the box.
And
in the
Mudge is on the
look
floor.
Look at him. Oh no. He's
It's a
already
very
boxed.
dirty ball, as Mudge
he's
would
like,
say.
He's like a 360 cartwheel here. Get some ice pack. Put some net. Get some paper rub it on the ball.
Okay, I think Mudge does look like he's in a lot of pain, but he's overreacting. He's smashing the ground. And I'm saying this having been hit in that area as well prior. He might be overreacting just a bit.
Yeah.
Might be a good time for me. Man, he's overreacting.
This is why you wear a box in your pocket.
Yes, that is true, and I think I learned that when Anuj, I wasn't playing the first game of last season for the Ducks, and Anuj told me he went to hospital after being hit in the private area.
Who hit
So
him there?
I have always worn a box since that day.
Who hit him in the box?
It was someone from the Clayton boys. I don't know who.
No, maybe Dukes.
Maybe Dukes. Yeah.
I think Dukes. His face said it's a Dukes basketball.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Dukes does get a bit of bounce as well. So Mudge
Anyway,
is
who's the
making.
most improved batsman?
Okay, yeah. Most improved batsman. Well, let's pull up the stats so we can actually see who made
hang on,
runs.
There's Artie.
No, so I think most improved though, you're talking about people that generally don't make runs, right? Otherwise,
Yeah. Well, there's me, you.
yeah, we got us two, Mahia. But see, like, I feel like while we may not have made that many runs.
In the top 6 is Indran.
Okay, well I think Indran's
Well, I
a
have this list with
good
me somewhere.
nomination.
He was on our
Just a
Ducks
delay of the game, at the moment because of Mudge being hit in the private parts. So he's taking a while to get up.
Tell me
He must have really been hit exactly in that
There we
spot.
go. Shiv, Shiv made runs last year. He was
Yeah,
30 runs.
yeah, I wouldn't say. Indran, Mark, Josh, they're all good candidates.
Maybe Mark and Josh.
Yeah, I'd say Indran's done really well. He's opened the innings actually and done really well.
The most improved bowler?
Most improved
Maybe Pranay. 12
bowler.
wickets.
How's Pranay gone?
He's tied 5th
With
all these.
with and Andy, Nitin. Well, you could put Josh in there. Look, it's Josh's first time playing genuinely cup grade cricket.
Yeah.
And he should be playing cup grade, So he's done really well. So I'd say probably Josh and perhaps Indran as a 2, one for batting, one for bowling. Even Nitin maybe for bowling. I know he's a bowler, he does bowl well, but he's really killed it. Okay, wow. A lot more serious than I thought it was. Yeah, calm down, Paul. Some good banter over here in the commentary box. We're a bit So Mudge has gone off. And he's got Akshay with him, who is a doctor, so not to worry. He is. Hey, Praz. I thought he was overreacting first, but he's like screaming. I'm like, man, it doesn't hurt that much. He must have really been hit right there. No, I wear a box. Didn't you wear a box?
You don't wear a box.
No, I do. Cool. Mate, what an idiot, man. Seriously. That is the stupidest thing. He does not wear a box. Are you kidding me? Alright. Sorry guys, new intel here. Mudge did not wear a box and he got hit.
Didn't I just say that, Pulpit? Didn't you hear me?
No, I thought you were I thought you were saying that's why you should wear a box in general because
Why?
yeah, well I thought he got hit and he's still in pain, which sounds, reasonable as well if you hit right in there.
Pulpit doesn't wear a box, he's gonna get hit.
I do wear a box ever since last season.
I can all season I see you scratching something down there.
Oh, that's because the box is a bit maybe a
A
bit
bit
small,
loose, huh? Hollow.
But Mudge is or someone who started off average and then got better.
Alright, let's go. Mudge retired, Adam is coming.
Mudge, should have told him he should always wear a box. I don't know he's not wearing a box. No, I've been hit many seasons ago, but I never I was whatever.
He's bowling his last ball
I
on the
found out, I always wear a box.
There's one ball left. Again, let's go.
Okay. And Adams in the attack. And he's facing Nitin. And that is the over. Mudge is lying down actually right now. Does not look in very good nick. It is. And that look, what happens from here is that Mudge is not going to be batting the next few overs. And yeah, he looked pretty good. That 6 he hit against Vebs was phenomenal. So this could be a key moment in the game.
Could be.
Hopefully Mudge does get up in the next over or two, and maybe Adam or someone can start hitting out and get Mudge back in. But there's only 7 overs left, Ricky.
Oh yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Score. We haven't talked about the past score yet. Okay.
I think with Lockie's team, they told me they're happy with 120.
Vikings.
I think 120. I think 110 to 120 is par
I disagree. I think 90 is enough.
for the Vikings with their bowling attack.
With their bowling attack, 90. No, with their
Yeah.
batting lineup.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant with the Beast bowling and yeah. So you got Lockie 4 overs.
Looks like 8. It'll be a close game.
Yeah. See, I feel like just mentally getting over 100 is good for the Beasts.
Yeah.
Mudge, is he up? No, he's not. Lovely shot by Vivek. That's 2 runs. Gunny's back in the attack.
These two pretty loud batting watch.
Yeah, they're very experienced. I think these two would be very experienced in SPL.
Oh, what a ball!
As I say that, an in-swinger and Vivek gets cleaned up.
That looked like reverse swing if there wasn't
And Mark is in the
reverse
attack. What's going to be interesting to see is what Mark does here. Mark only knows how to play
swing. Hey, have a look at the
one
celebration.
way, so. Even the first one was an innie as well. He just played it.
He played it again, but this time hooked him late.
Great ball. Thanks, Anil, the sheriff. I was giving it to Mudge because I thought he was overreacting given he had a box in. But after the new information, I feel like the reaction was justified. Was quite stupid, I must say. But I've been where he is in the past without wearing a box. I did get hit, I think, by Basher or Dukes a while ago. Maybe I didn't get hit exactly, where Mudge did because I didn't react in that manner. I did need a minute or two on the field just to bend down, just chill out and regather my thoughts. But good to see Anil, the sheriff, is tuning in as well.
Oh, what another one!
And Gunny has got another one.
It'll hoop in and bowl him
That's
once.
4 down now. Mark is clean bowled.
I told you, Pulpit.
Mudge still not in any shape
He
to
looks like
play.
he's hit by a car. His hair's everywhere.
And Lockie comes in, the skipper.
In
So
front of Runes.
Lockie comes in front of Runzi. Very interesting there. I wouldn't do the same. But then again, Lockie's skipper, so maybe he wants to, lead from the front which can be a good decision
We'll see who proves us wrong.
if the team morale's down and with Mudge out as well.
And he's out, Phuket.
And that's out.
Phuket, another one is gone.
Lockie is caught
3 in an over.
by Gunny.
What an over.
It's a
What
great over by
smart
Gunny.
move.
This is why you pay the big bucks for players like Gunny.
Mudge has to come in now.
And Runzi's going to be coming in now.
Sorry.
What's more important? No, Runzi hasn't batted yet. Yeah, Runzi hasn't batted yet. Ricky, what's more important about this rather than 55 for 5, because it could still make a few runs, is that Mudge will bat last. So Mudge will run out of partners even if he isn't for a while.
I don't know how this will play out because he's retired hurt. He's not supposed to come back in. If he can't come back in, they can't have a second.
Is he not allowed to come back in?
No.
Oh, he got retired hurts.
Well,
Look, I think they'll ask the skipper, and Mahia, knowing him, will...
No, he'll refuse.
No, I think Mahia will let him.
They did last game, Greg.
What do they do?
We missed out. Well, I'll tell you. Hang on. Double. Last game, Vikings had 6 players.
Oh, they had 4. They beat him with 4, yeah.
So, out of respect, I don't think he'll be allowed back in.
Well, out of vengeance, you could say.
Double. Exactly. What comes around comes.
And I see Hilsey carrying a box to Mudge. I think that's a good idea, Hilsey, carrying a box to Mudge. I think he does require it now.
Double.
Ricky, maybe just watch the front foot of it. It's very close.
He's fine.
Fine?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm watching everyone. I'm waiting for him to slide over, but he's not going to slide over.
I hope Mudge is
Told me
okay.
the
Yes,
other
our
day.
prayers are with him. Want to make sure he is okay in the future as well. I think the good news is Mudge is up and walking, and he's put a box in, so he will bat next. Let's see what happens there with Ricky, what he was saying. That's 1 run.
1 run. Last ball.
In this kind of situation, you need someone like Runzi in just to play a cameo, And Runzi is very capable. He's good, can bat definitely, good batsman outdoor. Up the order as well, so just needs to adjust to SPL.
Double over.
And it's over.
Over.
After 15 overs, the Beasts suddenly are 56 for 5, and their campaign looks in doubt here at the moment. But he's got 3 right now, 4.
3.
He's got 3. He could get
I
5.
don't know what game Pook is watching.
No, I thought he might have had 4. That's why. But he's got 3. No, he didn't take one in his first over, so first 2 actually. Let's see what Gunny does. Oh, well played by Runzi. Just a bit.
Everyone's
It's a
getting
full
out with the
toss.
swinging ball today.
Yeah. Could get forward here to avoid the swing. Mudge is sitting down having some water at the moment. That's 4 runs by Runzi. Well played. Well played by Runzi. Bit of sledging, I think, by Nithim. Just making sure Runzi knows what the situation is at the moment. Well bowled. Good change up. Good change up by Gunny. He is. Gunny is in fine form here. He's got 2 balls here. 2 balls to get his 5 for.
I think he's got a ball not full. He's being mediocre.
I think so too. There. Oh! There it was.
Over the leg stump.
Just misses.
That just went over the leg stump. Just missed it.
There's 1 to come here. The good news for the Beast is Runzi has made a few runs this over.
I think Rudy's got this is the game defining.
This ball. Lovely oh, fuck.
He's giving away 3
Sorry,
runs.
excuse my language, but Adam has just butted almost the ball that Runzi has creamed, which would have been at least, I think, 3 runs. So they're 62 for 5 off 16 overs. Look, the good news is Mudge will probably bat again, but can he bat efficiently after...
Can he run?
Can he run? Yeah, that's a good question as well. Let's just stress how important it is to always wear a box. Pranay is back onto ball. No. Sorry, man. Let him decipher that.
No, you gotta tell him.
Yeah, I'm sure Mahir will be aware of the rules.
No, I know Mahir very well. He wants to know all the rules. If they want to play the rules, everyone's to play the rules. Right on.
Pranay is bowling to Adam. That's a wide, and that is a Christmas present. As Akshay just said, no Christmas presents to Pranay, so not pulling wides. It's a good ball. Good pace as well by Praz. The skipper's clapping him on. 63 for 5. Oh, yeah. And Runzi and Mahia got tangled up there. And Runzi couldn't run for the first 2 seconds. Nothing in that really, but it is 5 runs by Adam. Yeah, I don't think Mahia's a very good competitor and loves to play in the spirit of the game. Very nice bloke. Runzi's facing now Pranay. That's 1 run.
1 run.
No, not out.
I'll have a look. I'll just have a look. I'll have a look. It looked like shoulder. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I thought it hit the shoulder as well. It just kicked up the ball, I think, more than anything. There's no soft call. Why is it so blurry?
Oh, I zoomed in that far.
Oh, there you go.
Look at them, they're all looking at the screen.
It's okay. I honestly didn't see.
I'll zoom in. I'll just gotta have a look. It's only glove that's there, but the shoulder up there as well.
Yeah, but if we didn't hear anything, then why is it out?
I'll talk to Bags actually.
Bagsy just said he didn't hear anything. He said it wasn't out.
It's
Bagsy.
shoulder.
I think it's at the shoulder as well. It's missed the gloves. Yeah, look, you can see it hits his shoulder over here.
The ball doesn't deviate away. It moves.
Nah,
It
you can
comes
definitely see it hits the shoulder. Is that a leg by?
something
Evasive
like
action?
this.
Yeah, it is.
All right, boys. There was no deviation from the glove. It's clearly come off the shoulder. It's 1 leg by. Huh? Two to come. Give me a minute. Hang on. Good umpiring there.
Very good umpiring, Ricky. Oh, Cam has just made an entrance after his basketball game.
You're good.
It's a walk.
1 more.
The Beasts are getting some valuable runs here, Ricky, don't you think? Every run here is important now.
Dot ball. Last ball. That's the over.
So 3 overs left. The Beast is 70 for 5. Mudge is in to bat again next. And I think it's time to go here. They'd be hoping for 100 right now. Even 90 would be pretty good. Well played by Adam. Look, you'd hate Mudge's not wearing a box to be the reason why the Beasts lose here.
Oh, yeah.
But they do need some more runs, I think, at the moment. Well hit. Good running by Adam. That's 3 runs. Top ball, good dots. 1 to come here.
90. Game on.
Top ball to finish. 3 off it, good over by the Vikings. Good over by Akshay. 73 for 5 off 18 overs. Pranay back onto ball his last over. Pranay's done well, 3 overs, 1 for 14.
Huh? Oh, no, not today.
What do you ask?
We played a game yesterday.
Koos.
goose. We've got a game this for a
goose.
long time. Monday. A grade side. We're calling it a duck goose. Hansi right up, Baba. Hey, this guy wearing a basketball jersey better be decent. One run. Hey, read the commentary.
As Miz has just written in, this guy wearing a basketball jersey better be decent, very arrogant. I don't actually think that's the case. Whoever Asmiz is, I know Runzi pretty well, and he's not arrogant, especially not in SPL. Good running.
3 runs.
I think he's just showing his rig. But look, each their own.
Pukin, who would you face in the final? Who'd you rather face?
As in being
I think they hit ledge anyway.
being part of your team, or what do you mean, Ricky? Do you mean if I was playing the finals with my own team or with you?
No, with your team.
With my who I'd rather face out of the two?
Both ones.
Yeah, I think good shot.
That is out.
Very close, but
That's out.
it was out, just given out. Can review it if they want. Might actually be a good thing if Mudge is in now. Although Runzi was starting to get the hang of things.
Out.
As Mrs. said, he must skip arm day.
It's out anyway. Have a look.
As Miz, whoever you are, if you could put in your name as well.
Huh? Hey. No, it's up to me here as well. We can't hide with this stuff. Hang on, what happened? Huh? Hang on, hang on, I'm doing it now, wait a minute. One left. Last ball.
So Mudge has come in, and does Mudge have a runner?
Yes.
I've actually never seen a runner in SPL. I thought it wasn't allowed, but I mean, he's a good bloke. So where's Mudge? Where's Mudge? Is he standing here?
Hiding behind here.
Okay, so Mudge is back in. He's got a runner with him. Lockie will be running. It's one left. And Mudge will be facing.
I've got to fix where Lockie's going to run from. Wait till the rest of the field, then I'll just slide inside and he goes on.
And Mudge is in. He's got a box on now, Mudge. Looking a lot more comfortable. Well, Lockie's in a space where he's actually saving the 4. There's 2 men saving the 4.
That's interesting. We'll see what happens. Who's bowling?
And Nithin's bowling, and we're good to go. Last over here. Can't get run out. That's a dot ball. And you know, if I was Mudge, I'd actually back myself to hit straight 6s here. He's in good form. You can tell he's batting well. There you go. Oh! Mahia has dropped it. That's 3 runs. Mahia looked like he had it, but I don't know why. Yeah, they should have ran. But look, in fairness, Mudge is in form.
Mudge! Just jump off. It's easier.
Good running between the two. And the score's moved on to 87 now with 2 balls remaining. 2 lusty boys from Mujia could put him in the 90s, and I think the Beast would be pretty comfortable with that, I must say, given the circumstances anyway. And Mujia's going to be looking for a straight 6 here, I can tell you that much. Wants to come there. I know it's smart to run, but I don't know, Mujia's looking good to hit a few big shots. Kira, we did answer your questions. Let's run out. Good stop by Nitin, actually. Saved 6 runs, I'd say. Which could be crucial 6 runs. That's the end of the innings, and they've made 88 all out. Yes, definitely. I think I'm just summing up the whole Mudge situation here. I've got a feeling that it could cost them. Could cost them, actually. What did ya say? Internet cut out? I've no idea. But Kiriba, look, if your internet cut out, which bit did it cut out for? Because I answered all your questions. So if you want us to repeat, you can just go back and actually go on the replay. I can direct you to where it is, or just tell me exactly what question it was, and I'll answer you. The Vikings camp looked like in good spirits, whilst the Beasts, I guess the momentum is not really with them. What do you think, Ricky, about the game situation? Give us a bit of an analysis of what you think can happen in the next innings.
It depends on how slow they start. If they're bringing Bears.
How about this? What do the Beasts need to do to win this game?
What the Beasts need to do is to pretty much probably get the top 3 out and send the bowlers in as early as you can.
And who are the bowlers for the Beasts that are capable of doing that?
Mudge, I don't know how Mudge will go with his bowling, but he will hoop this ball in.
Okay.
And probably Anuj.
Anuj has got 3 wickets last game.
Anuj doesn't move the ball too much.
Lockie as well.
Lockie doesn't move the ball so much.
Yeah.
I think it's more Anuj that'll move this ball and Mudge, depending on how Mudge can bowl or not.
So Kiriba just said, who is the best fielder in the comp? Look, I think there's a few. I think, Naz is always going to be a really good fielder. Mahesh has been a great fielder, actually, in the comp as well.
Nazar, Dukes, Basha. That'll do.
So, Hesh, a few of the Walker's boys, as you said, Dukes, Nazar, definitely.
Mudge to open the bowling, maybe.
Nikhil and Nikhil's been a good fielder as well. I think those are the main 3. If you can think of anyone, just write it in as well.
Hey, did you send the link on the rumor chat?
On the chat?
Did you send it?
We
got a bit more.
Someone sent it. Oh, maybe I'll resend it.
Resend it again.
Oh, not the committee, sorry.
Tune in. 88 to win.
89 to win.
89 to win, sorry. AZ Wiz. Unless could be Anil change his name to some.
Anil M has been a good fielder as well. I think genuinely speaking, he's a very good fielder. I don't know if in this tournament, I haven't seen him taking a lot of run-outs or catches. But that just could be because I haven't seen those games. So, he's definitely capable of being one of the best fielders. We do. We got
Is that Cameron's brother
No, that is not. That's one of Lockie's friends. I was spoiling Ricky. Did he go back down? No, that's okay. And Adams opening the bowling to Indran. Good start, good pace. Adam is bowling well to 4 dot balls here to Indran. Oh, well fielded by Nuji. Also, Kirba, I would like to add on to Nuj as well. He's been a great fielder this tournament. Just a good fielder in general.
That was a nice dive there. I think it might have reached on that maybe.
It's 5 dot balls here. Good first over. Oh. That's 2 runs to finish off. Good flick by Indran.
Yeah, this ball.
Well fielded. Looking at that, that's how you field. Put your body on the line, get it off the walls in SPL,
Right arm over.
and you'll always do well. Vebs is opening the batting.
Vibs, wait, what's the odds of being maiden?
I think the odds of a maiden pretty high here. Who's bowling?
Right arm over.
Lockie's bowling.
He'll be outside off him. I don't know, I doubt he swings it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him swing.
let's see what happens.
Got ball. They look pretty straight.
Bit of outswing,
Maybe
bit of
a little
outswing.
hint of it, but he's pulling too short there.
Yeah, I think that was just a loosener, to be honest.
Got ball.
It's a bit of outswing there again. I think he's got to bring his line a lot closer to the stumps here. But let's see.
Got ball.
108, good pace by Lock.
Yeah, that's probably the quickest ball we've had for the day, I think. Since I've resetted this. I'd say take his time.
I think that's because Lockie isn't really bowling the stumps at the moment, so he just wants to make sure he's settled. Look, Lockie, he's done well as a captain, but Adam and a few of the other boys, they've played a lot longer in SPL than Lockie has. There, that's a good ball. Good dots.
Hey, Book, it's been a quiet final. There's not been not much talking at all on the field.
Yeah, I think in the final before that I was helping umpire with with Braggsy, there was a lot more noise with the Minnows boys.
Oh, the Minnows were talking just because the TV was there. When TV wasn't there on Monday, Minnows were dead.
Yeah.
Dead quiet.
So Lockie's ball 5 dots. And
That's
6
done.
dots. And there's your maiden, Ricky. There's your maiden.
Called
You've
it.
won a lot of money.
I put money on that one.
So, Raja
Who's gonna win?
Sekar predicting a wicket in the 4th over. Okay, that's a very specific
much-
prediction. Kirba said who's going to win.
He's money agent.
Yeah. Raja, if you can tell us... if you can tell us the odds you want to put at that, we can do something.
Syndicate in India. That's fixing this.
Yeah, there'd be a lot going on. That's why. Look, in a small score like 88, you can bowl minimal wides and win the game.
Oh, yes.
Can't bowl too many wides. They have a new pill.
Oh, I know who that is. That's probably Rajiv Chandrasekhar.
Rajiv, tennis Rajiv? The one
Yes,
who...
tennis Rajiv.
Yep, okay, yeah. Oh, hey Raj. Good to see you
I hope
watching,
so.
if that's you. India to go big today,
Have
Pavo's saying. And Ardia said, what did Ricky eat for dinner? Well, I sent a photo of him eating a burger. I don't know where that burger was from. Ricky can like
It was donated by Cam Artie. The Zinger man offered me another Zinger burger.
Pavo said that India's going to go big, make a lot of runs.
Oh, that swung out nicely.
And that was a good ball, well ball. Well,
That swung quite a bit.
yeah, well negotiated by India as well.
Hey, Pav.
New subscriber as well. We got a new subscriber, Harsha. And Raj, I think it is tennis Raj, because he has played with Indra and he said $50 and Indra not running today. Tennis Rajiv. Rajiv, it's me. Pulkit.
It's me, Ricky.
And it's Ricky.
Oh!
Lovely ball
That
with a
just
lot
was
of
a stump.
ayo
Just was a stump.
from Adam as he
Now
screams.
it's getting the attention now.
It is.
Vivek's opened his mouth now.
Vivek's opened his mouth here.
Vex,
Here we go.
Vivek's a very good talker.
Locking's
Sledge.
on,
I
right
think
on,
that's one
right
of the specialities of the Spa Boys.
Alright, still going for him.
The Sledge is still coming.
Hell yeah.
Re Cam Ricky.
Hell yeah, mate.
I think Ricky's not going to stop Pavo.
Dot
It's a
ball.
dot ball. 110 clicks. That's quick.
That's quick, that's quick.
That's quick.
There's Kanga retired from SPL.
Kishan. I don't know what Raj is
ball.
saying now, but
Do we have,
He's just naming random names.
League here?
a retired league.
Yeah.
So Kanga, I don't know. Kanga did play the last game apparently. Anuj. That is a
Ball.
lovely ball. Very well played by Vebs and very well fielded by Mark.
That didn't come in. It was a straight ball.
There's a straight ball, yeah.
Have a look.
Not now.
Oh!
Chipped.
Good change up by Lockie. It's a good side here by the Beasts.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Dot ball.
That's a dot.
Dot
Last
ball.
ball. Another maiden?
Could be likely one ball for another maiden here. Indies
Veb's
before there's been one wide. That's a dot
Dot
ball.
over. Maiden
That's-
over. 2 maidens in a row for Lockie. 5 for none up 4.
But I think Vebs is content for that. If they bat 20 overs, they should win the game.
Do you think they're building too much pressure?
I think that could be an issue. In the next 2 overs, if they're 10 overs, on 15, 20 odd, it's going to be tough.
That's, yes. Pushing it.
Yeah, because then it means guys like Mahia and Nicol have come in and literally go from ball 1 or 2.
But it could be easy on them as well. Well, the bowlers are now.
That's true, but
they're
you s-
not
I mean,
fresh as well
I mean,
as before.
if you look at their bowling attack though, like there's no one really you could say like I'm definitely going to go against them. Anuj, like, okay, maybe Mark if he bowls a few overs,
Maybe, yeah.
but even then, Brunzi's into the attack. Oh, Brunzi's a good bowler as well. Bowling some outswing there, Ricky.
They're pushing the lines here with the wides. They're very close.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent. There's another dot. Another dot. A lot of pressure on here.
For a stumping here.
Mate, Heels is keeping really well.
Missed
And he's
out.
missed out on a big full toss there, Indran.
He'll put it anyway.
Top ball, Indy. He's using the bass here.
I don't like Lockie throwing his ball.
I think that's more of his outdoor Premier Cricket background coming in.
This is SPL, not Premier League.
Oh, good change up by Runzi, the back of the hand. That's another dot. It's going to be 2 maidens in a row here.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to be, if this is a dot. We have played 5 overs. The score is none for 5. This is getting very interesting. Kiriba says, is there a player in the comp that can be added to the 2 mil price tag that were 6 figures at the start? Ricky?
Yeah.
Is there a player in the comp that can be added to the 2 mil price tag that was 6 figures at the start?
Won't you have a look again? 'Cause I fixed it. Mudge is on, left arm
Look.
over. Artie,
In terms of just
focus
blatant
on
players that can be
doing
added to
whatever
2
you're
mil
doing
that
with the
went,
Gold Coast. Come back
I'd
nice
say,
and
you'd
fresh.
probably have Artie given
And let's win a
the way he
grand final.
performed this tournament.
I'm talking.
Sorry, Ricky, but I think you're just talking to Artie there,
Yeah, I'm talking Artie.
individually. Ooh, Mudge is into the attack. And I don't know why Lockie's there. Good call, Artie. I don't think Ricky's focusing. Let's see how Mudge goes against Vebs. Ooh, that's a wide ball by Muji. Good length, just the line erred a bit. Yeah, Sakuraba. Oh, what a ball! Very uppish, and Veb's very lucky to get away with that. Vebs is off the mark,
Yeah.
thanks to Muji. Although it was a good
lucky
ball,
shot.
very lucky. Cat! Oh!
1 run.
I think Adam has tried to grab that ball where Runzi would have got that. What do you think?
Oh, Mudge is using his other ball here. Near the button.
It's a good one, he is. And Vebs is finding it hard to face this left arm pace. Good dots.
Dot ball.
Well, do you think it's good that Vebs is staying in for the Beast? If he's eating up balls? Oh, that is just
Wide
missed
ball.
the stumps.
Nah, swung away a bit. Then book it. Not near wide. Thanks, Artie. We're coming for the grand final, Artie. Not out. One leg by. Mudge. Too much Mudge. Wide ball. It's coming in. That ball is moving in.
Yeah, but Muji's got to get it across. He's got to get it across from the off stump.
He's bowling a bit too wide, I think.
There you go. That's a better ball. Just too full.
One run. That's the end of the over.
That has been the most productive over. Muji's gone for 5 runs, so they still require 77 runs. Yeah. Muji's got to stop bowling wides here.
No, Mudge went for 6 runs. One leg by with it as well.
Oh, sorry. Actually, 7. They were 5 without loss after 5 overs. I remember that. Yeah. Runzi's bowling. His bowled his first one as a maiden. I think Indiran doesn't run that much. Rajiv, is that correct?
Both teams got to fix up their standards when they're playing the Walkers.
Yeah, look, the Walkers are heavy favourites. If they lose, it would be a big choke because they've dominated, finished on top, won the first game. Oh, no one was running in there. No one was running in. Someone has to be running in there to take that catch.
It's quite interesting field here. It's been a bit of a bagsy JWB field here. But he hit that gap. It was going to go right there. Is Litton's team sponsoring us?
No, I don't believe so. That's not from him.
Who's it from then?
I don't know. It's a good shot. Good. That's right, that's a good ball. This is where the game's going to be won here in the next 5 to 10 overs.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's his chance. Stump.
Stumping, missed chance there.
That was his chance.
That was. He's missed a
I think
a chance there.
lost it when
That was a slower one from the back of the hand. And Muji's back on. He's got to stop bowling wides here.
Booker with a bit of advice there.
Well, you know, I want Mush to do his best.
Oh,
Rajiv,
yeah,
by the way, I didn't say Indran doesn't run. You said $50 on him not running. I swear you said that.
Didn't he say that?
Fine, Rajiv. Well, I'll get him to run. Give him $50 then.
He'll run. He'll run.
Although I've heard money doesn't matter to Indy. He's got a lot of nice cars from what I see.
Probably give you a car.
He might, yeah, he might. Who knows? Wouldn't mind that. Odds on
Gucci
over
boy,
20
continuing
runs
left
after
arm over.
10. So 3 overs, 6 runs. Nah,
Oh,
I think it'd
something is on.
be pretty
Hey, we've
short.
got 21 watching now.
Be pretty short
Going up here.
odds on there. I'd say, well, you know,
Hey.
1.3.
Keep sending this video out to
1.3.
Keep sending this video out to all your friends.
Yes, yes, guys, keep tuning in.
The rest of the SPL community. Just get them involved in this game. It's good, great game.
Good dots.
Dot ball. He's got his line now. Book it.
I'll send it out again.
Dot ball. Bit wide there.
So what they've done is what Lockie's done. He's got rid of a short leg effectively where the 4 is.
I don't think that's a good move.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like that move.
oh, it's 1 run.
Literally, all they've got to do is run the ball down the face and it puts it straight. Or just leave
Yeah,
it.
look, I think he's got to set him up and ball 1 right at his throat and get caught.
Read that one. Good one,
If
good
there
one.
was a Minnows player playing, we'd have like 40 streamers. That is true. I must say.
Dot ball. Last ball.
Given
Hey,
the game,
short ball's coming.
the short ball is coming. Given the
ball's
game's
coming.
Minnows play and the views that they have, I would say Kurt is correct. Oh, well bowled.
That's the end of the
Good
over.
fielding.
16 for 9 after 8
And that
overs.
is
Two and
16.
over. 6
for
runs
no loss
required
after
in
8
over.
overs. This is getting it's gonna get tight.
It's 6 runs and over required, which is
Quite
very
manageable.
easy. Once it gets to about 12, then teams struggle.
That's true. But
It's under about 11, then you're fine.
the only risk is though, if someone like Mahia and Nico quickly get out, both of them, trying to get runs.
It's left on Pranay.
Pranay, Nitin, you know, they can all bat, but you know, they're not the prominent batsmen that Mahir, for example, Mahir is, and you know, obviously Nickel as well when they're both in form. Yeah. It's not moving. Oh, it's delayed. Let's see if that works. Give it a go. And Indran's played a nice pull shot. That's 1 run. Runzi's back on. So Runzi's going to have balled 3 overs after this over, which is pretty important. It's 1 run. Good shot for 1. Artie has sent in. That's 4 runs. Dispatched by Indy. Slow ball by Runzi. Maybe 1 too many. So Artie's said. Off the ledge, pull shot, and that's 23 after 9 overs. 24, sorry, without loss. So Artie said that
That was a pick 70.
Pulkit should Kiriba have been higher than pick 70, and also when Kiriba.
69.
Good question, Artie or Kiriba? If you know Kiriba, if you pick 70, you know who 69 is. Who was that? Then we can sort of determine.
Yeah?
Cam was a captain.
Yeah, no, who?
The draft list. Cam was 7th pick, yeah?
I think so, yes. Artie said potentially, yeah. I actually can't remember. I think I was already wrapped up, so. What's interesting is that Anuj hasn't bowled yet as well. And Anuj was the pick of the bowlers last game. He bowled 3 overs. Sorry, he got 3 wickets off his 4 overs. Muji's bowling. Good heat, looking good.
I think they're the same.
It's a dot ball, I think.
It's a dot ball.
Good running by Vebs and Indran. That's 3 runs. The score moves on here to 27 now. Basically 1/3 of the way there without loss of wickets. Good dots. I think the Beasts need to recoup and
Watch him give it the big shot here now, watch.
that looks very close. Very close there. I'll be surprised if they don't review that, to be honest. That's reviewed. It's going to be very close. Okay, yeah, well. Yeah, if it's not pitched outside leg, then I don't know. To me, live, it looked pretty close. And now it's, but. So Anil was pick 70. Anil Bala, right? Well, Thivi was before you, Kurowa. So Thivi's done really well. He's made lots of runs, so we can't really question that it should have been higher. And so I was having a look at the review. Let's see where it's pitched. It's pitched on middle, I'd say. Yeah, it's pitched in line. Where's his knees bent? Yeah. Yeah, it could be height, could be a factor. It's pitching in line. It's just.
I can't definitely give that out.
Yeah, if it was given out, you'd probably stay with it. Yeah.
Alright, boys. That's pitched on the leg. Umpire's call. Go to the half.
So not out. To understand.
Not out. Review has gone.
I heard that Tush wasn't a great team man. Please confirm Pulkit. No, I don't think he's not a great team.
One.
I don't think he's not a great team man. Who is as mid? Tush was a great pickup when cheap. Must be someone from the Hammers, obviously. Not Pav, could be Cam, I'm not sure.
1 run, let's go back.
28 for 9 after 10. But Tush, you know, he prioritizes eating KFC. He loves it so much more than playing SPL, so maybe that's why I said that. So after 10 overs, they're 28 without loss. What do you think, Ricky? 60 to win off the last 10 with 7 wickets in hand. You'd favour the batting team most.
I'd favour the batting team now.
Yeah, definitely. But in saying that, you never know. A few quick wickets and.
It's Mickey's wicket. I think we all know that. It's Mickey's gone. It's going to be swung to the Beast's favour heavily.
I think they need to dot up. I think they need to dot up the next 2 overs to put a lot of pressure on.
Oh, Lindsay's bowling out here.
Yeah, he is. I think Anuj is going to come on from the other end, maybe.
I don't know why Lindsay's the ball earlier.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Considering Anuj was the pick of the bowlers last game, we could have got these guys out. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, well fielded by Nuji again. Well done by Anuj.
Don't hit the table then. Screen's moving.
So Artie's maybe you can ask Baggy that question about Tush, yeah. Oh, that's very unlucky. Very unlucky. Hit the back wall. Big edge. Was coming straight to one of the fielders.
Look at Anzi.
He's fuming. And rightly so.
He's filthy angry.
Kiriba says, in my opinion, season felt like it went on for too long. It should be 10 games. Thoughts? Look, I think the committee will decide that on all the players next season. It's a good point. You can give that suggestion in. Divi, not everyone got to play each other twice fair length. Yeah, that's a good point. The season was fine. Kiriba, just my opinion, mate. Just a personal thing. Divi, let's go, Beast. Pulka, please talk about how good Divi is for the Walkers. Divi's been really good for the Walkers. And more importantly, I saw him make a 5th. And Anuj is bowling now, which is good. To Indy. So Divi did make, I think, a 50 last game, which I was helping umpire for the Minnows. The Minnows looking to win A grade. Which, I'd like to see them back in cup grade rather than sort of staying in A grade. It'd be nice, they're a passionate team. Not sure why they're not in cup grade. Results will come. It takes every team at least, 5-6 seasons to come to cup grade and start actually doing well, So I think you guys should consider coming back in cup grade. It's 1 run.
1 run.
Use AFL draft system for next APL season. For example, clients finish last, they get pick 1. Yeah, Kiriba, that's a good point. That's actually a good point. That's a dot ball. Indians try to tennis bat that back for a 4. Anuja's ball 4 overs to 3 runs here. Oh! That's a drop catch by Hilsey. That's a drop. Out of Hilzo's hands. Went for the one-hander. And that's 4 runs. Probably balling. He balled 1 ball. 1 too short, I think, Ricky. That over. He should have balled the fuller one the last ball.
They were calling it 1 for the error, but he actually hit the middle. He did hit low the upper end of the bat. But he's even though his bat's not his head.
TV pick 1. Well, it depends on who's available, right? In the draft, if I had pick 1. I think that's fine. If you're playing it here, if you're flat batting that, unless it's over here. Yeah. That was the last ball though.
The ball's hit in the middle of the bat here.
Well, Adi, how did Kiriba actually go? I actually don't know his stats at the end of the season. I only saw them halfway. If he made runs in the latter part of the season, who knows? It's a good shot. And Vebs is hitting Adia, taking the pressure off themselves. So 37 for that loss after 12.1. Lockie's brought himself back on to get a wicket here. Ricky, doing the captain's thing here.
I don't like him bowling from this end though.
That's 4 runs. The Vikings are sensing victory not too far, I think. Whew. Vebs has moved on to 16 after this over. Triple to score in 1 over. From Lockie. It's 1 run. Artie said he's spoken more than he's made runs. Feels like more runs than talk. I think he means more talk than runs. But yeah, I think that is true.
Expensive over there, book it.
Very expensive over in the
13,
context of things. Lockie
15 runs off it.
15 runs
Sorry,
off
13,
that over.
13 runs.
Sorry. And things are getting tough here now for the Beast.
48
They really
for
need to
none after
strike
13.
as soon as
The
possible.
winner goes to the grand final.
I mean, he is having a chat to.
Yeah, 41 or 42 balls.
He's having a chat to the batsman, giving some instruction. Maybe to just play a bit freely. I think what Mahir would be saying is, look, just play your
Look at him
game.
run. Not even moving.
Artie, all teams should be allowed to go again for an on-season thoughts book, otherwise it becomes like HPL. Look, I agree. I think that I personally think it should be at least, you should be able to retain whoever you
I think
want.
we'll put that through.
And if the whole team wants to stay, well, good for them. Stay in and prove yourself, or prove people wrong or right, or just play with one another again. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I think whoever's in the committee next season will discuss that. And we'll also have input of the whole players. And that's 3 runs. They move on to 53 without loss. Indran moves on to 27 here. Adam has told Anusha ball to change up. I think it is important in these kind of situations where you have a change up, have a cutter, knuckleball, something different. That's over. So, Ricky, just looking at the score, I'm just thinking if the last few overs have been like 3-4 runs each over, I put the Beasts ahead. Look, they still required 34 off 6. No, but I'm saying, imagine if they required 52 off 6 overs. It's still very doable, but Beasts would be a good chance, And now they definitely need wickets because, yeah, agreed. I think Lockie's might ball the next over from the other end. Mudge is into ball. I think this is a good choice given Mudge did trouble Vebs a fair bit. Although this is Mudge's last over, so too quick for him. Way too quick for him. I think Adam's got a few overs left as well. He might be balling a bit later on. Vebs?
Yeah.
Top ball. They're going to look to run here. Indies started moving. That's a dot ball.
He hasn't bowled yet. Oh, has he had did open the bowling yet?
Woo. Good fielding.
I was close on this side stump. He lifted his foot up.
It's a wide.
Ledge.
Hillsy's told Adam to hit the ledge. Adam was very adamant it hadn't.
Adam's trying to get him inside.
Pavo has said, implement these ideas.
Look at him. It's ledge. He's trying to say, make us review it.
Yeah, Adi and
It's ledge.
Kirba.
Don't waste our time.
Yeah, look, Adi, you're definitely right. For example, our team, we definitely want to go again. We just missed out on finals on percentage, we had a really shocking end to the tournament. We'd love to go again and, really win it all. And yeah, Pav, it's a good idea. Join the committee next year, Kirba.
No. Mudge's one.
If I get the invite. Thank you, Adi. The committee has done a great job. Ricky, Anil, Bhargav, Pav been instrumental in this competition. 23 viewers, so good for SPL. It's very true, and I think on the actual videos we get over 100 viewers, which is really good. Oh, well hit, but well stopped by Muji. That's an important stop. So look, there's 5 overs left. and they need 30. They need 33 all. That's 4 runs. Good shot by Indy. He was on to 32.
Right on, no.
So they need 29 runs to win off 28 balls. It's a runner ball here, Ricky.
Not a couple of balls here.
Runner ball. You'd always back the batting team with a runner ball with no wickets lost.
Run-outs on you.
Oh,
Roof, clean up.
that's a dot ball.
And
Vebs hits the roof, goes straight up. Nearly gets to Mudge, would have been a great catch.
Veb, does you want to clean up that area?
Yeah, I don't think the timing matters too much, Bagsy. When there's 14 minutes, 15 minutes left for 4 overs, I don't think it really matters, Bagsy.
It's 3 balls ball, yeah?
Yes. 3 or 4.
Top ball.
I'm sure there's not one more ball between balls. It's been 4 or 5. How many balls? 4 or 5?
3 runs, last ball.
Yeah.
No, we're right.
Yeah, all good.
6 runs.
6 runs by Indy.
And
It's
that's
a great
over.
shot. He hits a nudge. And that's 69 without
Big
loss.
game over.
Yes, it's going to be very tough from here.
Nudge ball a little bit too late, I believe.
Yeah, Lockie might have missed the trick here.
Well, Heels is walking away from that.
20 Ricardo, 4 overs.
So, you know the Beast are doing the chant and they call out Kuruba?
That's their thing, so they always call that Kuruba.
Might as well need Kuruba back right now. Kuruba could have
Well,
been
with
defensive
a bat, yeah. How did Kuruba actually go in the last few games? I actually don't know.
Kuruba, give us an update.
That's 6 runs. Nikhil can't believe it. He's just smiling with his hands in the air like, how is this possible if Ebbs is hitting a 6? And he's on 30. It's a dot ball. Drop chance by Adam.
The game's over.
Deb's one for the over. He's very justified his selection here, Ricky.
Yes.
And it's coming to an end here. 79 without loss.
9.5 runs.
This has been clinical in the end. Haven't even lost a wicket yet.
Yeah, even if we did this game's finishing really early.
Yes, that's true. That's 6. And they're finishing off here in style. All of a sudden, it's 4 runs to win.
Oh,
And
Puku, he could get a 6, get 50.
he could. In room to hit a 6 here, get his 50. Let's see. So I think the 2 best teams throughout the tournament are the most consistent teams are going to be playing the granny on Saturday. It's going to be very interesting. The last few overs has been a walk in the park. They need 2 runs to win.
So that's the grand final. And which is on. So yeah, 7 wickets, 6 wickets, 7 over.
This will require a miracle.
Your miracle.
I was going to say stranger things have happened, and they have when there's been a few wickets lost. So when there's 7 wickets, I haven't seen this happen before. With they're 2 or 3 down, I've seen teams collapse. Lots of times.
Well, now we know who's going to the grand final. Puku, who's your hot tip?
Look, I'd still say, given no swoosh, I'd still say the Walkers are the clear favourites, and rightly so. I think they're just a good unit, well rehearsed. I think the best thing with the Walkers is like all of them can bat and all of them can ball. They're good all rounders, Barring Ricky, who's mainly a batsman now, but everyone else, even Artie balls, and that's one run. Scores are even here. 1 run to win here for the Vikings. and that's it. That's the
That's
win.
the end of the game.
And Nitin
The
said that
Vikings
you're gonna
go through to the grand final.
Nitin and Pranay and Gani are looking at Ricky.
Oh, now I know.
So they're like,
Hello, boys.
they're like,
I like it. Oh. Next thing they'll
and I think we need to go back for the post-match presentation. So Ricky has said that they've already written the name of the walkers on the trophy.
I've told Pete already.
Picked you with Indy, got that fire in his eyes. Yes, you did. You very much did so.
Can the Vikings prove me wrong? We'll see.
Ricky has said that the trophy has already been engraved with the name on it. But look, I think in all, the Beasts have done really well to get here. Think about it. They were on the bottom of the ladder. No one thought they were going to make finals, and they made it to the semi-final.
100%.
And thank you guys for tuning in. That's a good night for myself and Ricky.
Pass that headphone set to
Baggy? Yeah, I will.
Can you do it, man?
Wait, move this.
Hook it. Can you do it?
Oh, yeah, I will. No, it is. Yeah. It's my tennis shoes, man. Can we do the first match? Ask a few questions? Is it still working? Still on? Alright, cool. Oh. So Ricky, do they speak into this? I'll just get him to put it on. Once I ask a question, yeah? Okay, great game of APL. The semi-final is done, and the Vikings and the Walkers will face off. We'll just do a quick post-match presentation if we get the teams lined up. Good win in the end by the Vikings. I think closer than the score indicates. The last few overs, they'd batted really well to make it pretty comfortable in the end. So for the Vikings boys, Ricky's already said the trophy has been engraved with the Walker's name on it. Just a bit of extra motivation for you guys. If you guys are ready, yep, Hilza. Bugger. Who is it? Alright. Okay, so great game by both teams, good semi-final. For the Beasts, we'll start off with Lockie coming up, having a bit of a chat to him. Well done. Well done, buddy. I think getting to the stage, you guys have done really well in the last few games as well. Well captained by yourself. What would you say, how you guys felt in terms of morale, especially after your last win without a few key players going into today's game?
In terms of morale, I think we've said all season we've been really good. We've really enjoyed each other's company. Our cricket's been up and down, and we were just saying, upon reflection, third's probably a fair result for us. Our best cricket's been exceptional, and we've had a few games like losing to these boys with 4 players was probably not ideal. But all in all, morale's been fantastic. I think we had an hour or so at the pub last week, and that was a lot of good dross. So really enjoyable. Is that it?
And we'll bring on Mahia, the winning captain of today's game. Well done, Mahia. So Mahia, you're through to the grand final. I'd sort of say it's probably the 2 most consistent teams throughout the whole tournament to actually make it through the granny. How are you? Firstly, what are your thoughts on this game? And secondly, how are you feeling going into the final? Given you probably don't have Sushant as well into the grand final, which I think was a bit of a worry for yourself as well. But how are you feeling based on after today's performance? I can hold this.
I'm not sure where the question was, but I guess it was a very long-winded question. This game was good. I thought we bowled really well, and Webb's spell was to Healsey 2 overs were really, really good. I thought the bowling all over was fantastic, and batting, well, can't say much about that. Not losing a wicket and getting through the runs is amazing.
Yeah.
Really.
If you don't mind me asking, was bowling Bebbs to Hills in the left-handers pre-planned?
Yes, definitely. Healsey, the Schnickoff master, I thought would schnick off, but he didn't. Mudge hit a couple of good shots towards the end. I was actually surprised by Mudge bowling quicker than he's ever bowled in indoor, so I don't know if he's feeling a little bit lighter down there or what the situation is, but he needed a run, but he was steaming in while bowling.
And how do you think Woods getting hit in the target pass lowering the box influenced the game?
I don't know, actually. I think we were doing pretty well at that point as well, but obviously getting Mudge out of there was helpful. He came out towards the end. It was only about 8 balls left for him to bat, so he still got a few runs at the end.
Okay, and moving on to the grand final against the Walkers, you've played them 2 times now. I think you're 1-1 with them. They're a good team. You know, they're packed with a lot of all-rounders. What's the strategy going into Saturday?
Just beat him, really. I don't want Ricky holding the cup. That's the first thing, and I probably don't want Adi next to him either. He hasn't shut up since the tournament started, so I would really want to get through them.
Okay, well, best of luck, and thanks for...
Thanks.
Okay, and man of the match for this game for making nearly 46 runs and really taking charge of the innings is Indran. Well done, buddy. You can put this on. I'll ask you a few questions. You want a header?
Hello?
So, I saw you come pretty early to the game like you do most games.
I live here, dude. I live here.
How are you feeling prior to this game?
Pretty good because I think we've been going pretty well. I mean, all of us have been going pretty well. Which one? It's weird. Okay. Now, feeling good. Been hitting the ball well, but I think a lot of credit goes to Webbs as well. He had to stick in there, and then when he had to actually accelerate, he was there. Also, I have to give a lot of credit to Mahir. The way he controls things from outside is pretty unique. Yeah, so he gives us a lot of confidence, tells us what to do, so takes the pressure off us. Very good captain.
Okay, yeah, that's good. And we were talking about it before in the commentary box that you're probably the most improved batsman. We saw you name the top 6 runs of the regular season, and you know, everyone said you come out of nowhere, never runs, stand and deliver. How do you think you're going to go in the grand final against a pretty good bowling attack? I'm not sure how you've gone the last 2 games against them.
Yeah.
Are you pretty excited for that?
Yeah, obviously excited. We've all been playing for 4 months to get to the grand final. Yeah, so credit to everyone. I think we'll go pretty well as long as we play our game. Don't worry about them. I think we should go pretty well. Yeah.
Well, best of luck, brother. And that concludes this presentation. Best of luck.